Hello and welcome to the August 2023 wrap-up here at GothamSound.tv. I am joined by Nick Huston.
Hello.
And TK Edmondson.
Greetings.
You guys, Nick is remote, which is a little unusual for our wrap-ups, but you guys both have green behind you, and I have to say I'm a little jealous.
Green with envy.
Yeah. Before we start, I hate starting off on a serious note. I just want to take a moment to acknowledge that this is day 115 of the strike and the terrible toll that it's taking, not just economically, but also emotionally. We aren't able to do what we love, and I just want to take a moment and acknowledge that.
Yeah, and we hope everybody's doing okay out there. And part of the reason why we make these videos is not just to keep people informed. It's really to keep people entertained, to give you something to do, to stay close to your craft while we're waiting to get back to work.
Yeah, sense community.
Yeah. All right. Well, should we get started? All right. So let's start with A. A is for Audioroot. And so this is not really new, but it's new to us, and I thought it was pretty cool. It's the eSMART PBA-H, and the H is for Hiroshi. This is basically a slot-in cup. The battery goes straight into the cup. You get 4 Hiroshi outputs with switches on it. It's got an output for the eSMART BG fuel gauge. Each output has 2.5 amp resettable fuses, and it's $152. So it's a pretty smoking good deal. To be able to just take a single battery, slide it in, kind of like the Hawkwoods adapters that people use with the NP1 batteries. It was nice to find out about.
Very nice. Gator and Shure are doing a collaboration partnership here. They've teamed up to create some new products, and one of those products is going to be a articulated desktop mic boom stand. This is going to be at $99, and it looks like it has adjustability on all the pivots, so perfect for podcasting and things of the sort. They also have handheld mic cases available in a couple of configurations. These have TSA latches on them and a couple different, like I said, configurations on the way that the interiors are molded. So with the 6 case, they have a battery storage on the side. They have a 7 mic case as well, a 15 and a 30. So depending on what you need, go out and check these cases out. New from Shure and Gator.
Fantastic. And keeping it with Shure, they're offering some bundle discounts, often with that boom arm that TK mentioned. So based around the MV7 and the SM7B, a couple of different packages that you can see there. And you can check it out on our website.
Cool. So next up is the Shure MVX2U digital audio interface. This is basically a barrel with an XLR female on one end and a USB and headphone jack on the other. In between is some pretty great DSP for leveling of audio and a little noise reduction. The headphone out has 0 latency monitoring, and you can monitor playback. It's got phantom power. Very cool. Available now, $129.
It's a lot of stuff in a small package.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually going to get one of these. It looks so cool.
Us too. Yeah.
So, with the small package in that zone, Zoom has announced a new on-camera microphone, the ZSG1 shotgun microphone designed to be lightweight and very directional for DSLR and iPhones, and I imagine Androids as well. Available now, $89.99.
Next up is the Countryman necklace mount. This actually, I want to tell a little quick story about how we found out about this. Customer asked us about it. I didn't really know that Countryman made this. And so, we reached out to Countryman. It is available. It's a necklace mic for the B3, which has the added benefit, of course, paired with the B3, that the B3s are very, very water resistant. So, yeah, for you adventure reality sound recordists and sound soups, this is a very interesting product. $150 is the price.
And in that same vein, while doing research about, building various necklace mics and whatnot, we found Odyo, which has the superior necklace. So it's same thing. It's for mounting lav mics on Talent. It's suggested to be used with a Bumblebee Windjammer, the version 2, and it's designed for use with the Sanken COS 11 and DPA 4060. And of course, the DPA 4060 core is also waterproof. So another really fantastic option, $85, and it's adventure reality. Let's go.
Announced recently this month is the Rode Y Pro Wireless Pro. Look, this is an interesting product. We've seen a bunch of 2.4 gig wireless come up. I remember the Rode and then their version 2. I personally own the DJI for little shoots. DJI makes a wireless mic. This one records 32-bit float. I should add it records while transmitting, 32-bit float, has time code capability, meaning that the audio files that the transmitter records are time code stamped, and the receiver can output LTC time code as an option. Yeah, so there's really lots of possibilities. There's also like the headphone out on the receiver can also be a mic in. And so it can actually output then multiple tracks and can be used with DSLRs, like the little 1/8-inch jack could go into an iPhone. It's got lightning adapters, USB-C adapters. It's getting interesting. $399 coming soon.
Very cool. Keeping with wireless, Shure handheld transmitters are about to have an upgrade available because the KSM11 capsule is now available for Axient digital and ULX-D wireless handhelds. So you can see all the different options available on our website. But yeah, ULX-D, Axient digital, KSM11, sounds good.
Sound devices, and I don't know if they technically introduced this month, but very recently, have a section on their website dedicated to third-party products. Most of them are MIDI controllers for the 8 series recorder, but there's little transmitter holders. It's really, really great stuff. I kudos to Sound Devices for encouraging this community of product and third-party developers. Yeah.
And speaking of Sound Devices, there's a couple of updates for their products. The transmitter, the 820 transmitter, now has the ability to record 2 channels of audio via AES-42 or AES-3. Pretty cool. There's also the ability to track down your transmitter in the sense of signaling the wearer. So this will allow you to vibrate and flash the device, the transmitter that is. So that'll alert the person wearing it, say, hey, don't get in the car and run off with my transmitter. Very cool as well. The next update is going to be for the Nexus and Nexus Go. This will allow you to have extended range, and this is going to be now from -6 to 60 dB. So that's going to be firmware 1.51.
Just want to say that's a pretty big range.
Yeah.
66 dB of range.
Pretty big range.
And Sound Devices snuck that 2-channel recording in. We kind of saw a hint of it last month, and TK, you brought that to our attention, and we were like, I don't know, it's not official. And then bam, they really they jumped in on that. I will say, if Sound Devices were really cool, they would go from vibrating the user to allowing the battery contacts to shock the user just a little bit in case they really ignore the vibration. So
that would be shocking.
It's my firmware suggestion for Sound Devices.
Okay, so it's that time of the year again, and we're heading back to school, much to my 12-year-old's chagrin. So Gotham has been working on expanding our relationships with schools and educational institutions and whatever other things where people are getting started and getting into film. So we collaborated with Corey down at UT Austin to come up with this small Expendables package that includes gaffer's tape and moleskin and 2 kinds of top stick and neck care and foot foam. Basically anything that you could need to get started on your own features. So we have that package available on our website for $59.95, but we do have a coupon called with the coupon code SEPT-Expendables, which will give you $9.95 off. So I give it to you for $50 even. And if you're watching this after September and you would like that, if you're a student, just contact us and we'll send you that coupon code as well.
Speaking of good timing for back to school, the Zoom H6AB, which I just recently learned stands for all black, has a price reduction from $279.99 to $249.99. and the Zoom L20 from $999 to $899.99.
All right, so this is new from Fostex. It's a little bit of a blast for a past and maybe not for the location audio people, but we do have some fondness in our hearts for Fostex from stuff back in the day. So they have their new T50RP 50th anniversary limited edition headphones. Uses some high-grade drivers like the T60RP, if you're familiar with that. The sliders are painted gold, which is cool. And, but really just mentioning this because of the fondness I have for the PD4 and the PD2 and the PD6 and the, what is it? The
DV40, no, the DV824 and DV40, yeah. No, they were both things, yeah.
And of course, the FR2.
The FART2.
The FART2, yes, that's what, as we used to call it.
I will say these headphones would be very special given as a courtesy headphone to the right director. The right director would really, really appreciate this.
Yeah, and it says in Japanese on the side, Peter Schneider, so it's you signed it.
That's why I'm hawking them.
Or whatever director you're giving them to. Just tell them about
that's a good idea. Tell them that's perfect.
Yes.
And next up in the headphone category, we'll keep the theme running, is from Neumann, the NDH series, the 30s and the 20s. The 30s are now available in black, so go get them in black. If you like it, go get them in black. The NDH 20s will also be relaunching in black, and this will be a permanent fixture in the portfolio now.
All black everything.
You took the words out of my mouth. I was going to say it, so yeah, couldn't said it better.
All right. So for computer audio interfaces, Focusrite is launching the Scarlett 2i2 and the Solo 4th generation. So generation 4 has a higher dynamic range, loop back, new software, among other improvements over generation 3. So the 2i2, the Solo, and then the studio versions of both of those are available for sale right now.
And speaking of sales from Focusrite, we have a sale on the previous generation, the Scarlett 2i2, going through until September 30th. Save about $60, exactly $60, on the 3rd generation as well for the 4i4 Scarlett model. They also will have a sale ending on the 5th, where you can get the Scarlett Solo, also 3rd gen, and the Scarlett 2i2 for about $40 off. So check out those sales if you'd like to get into some of those 3rd gen series.
Nice. Next up are the Cinema Devices Exo Boom. This is part of a category that I'm excited about, which are kind of exoskeletons or even just assists for boom operating. And I think that it's really necessary. I think it's the kind of thing where if you're going to be asked to hold this above your head, a boom above your head for an entire day, like in the context of a doc or a reality, or even, some of the long narrative takes, I really am excited by these products. I know Tilta has one. Exo Boom looks really interesting. We are excited about this. More information will be on our website soon.
I love that more companies are doing that. I always defer to camera. They have lots of nice equipment to help them hold things.
Yeah, I mean, if they can have an elastic string hold a camera above their head, surely we can have a little support too.
Things also I'm more for are better lead times. So if you are looking to get some of the ClearCom products and you've reached out to us, the lead times have been a little bit long. So those have improved and are shrinking. So the average lead time now is going to be about 6 weeks from the time of order.
In that same vein, Aaton is going to be shipping the Kantar and Kantar Mini again, looking like mid-September, so a couple weeks after this video comes out.
And speaking of things coming out, the DSR 2 is now shipping.
2 quotes.
Officially, it's just called the DSR, which kind of makes sense, but since there's a DSR 4, I think we've all agreed that this should be called the DSR 2. So that's now shipping. That's exciting. For information about the DSR series, especially the DSR 4 and how it's used in the field, I did a really enjoyable video interview with Jeff Delorier last weekend. So check that out on gothamsound.tv.
And an update on Deity, Theos lineup. This looks like it is now going to be arriving sometime in late October. So get your pre-orders in, get yourself in the queue, and check out some of the product videos that we already have on our page.
I am always excited to talk about Metric Halo. For those not familiar with Metric Halo, they make, in my opinion, one of the highest end audio interfaces. They are location friendly, meaning 12-volt Powerball. They are extensible. They are remotable. It's really a great product. They have what they're calling their Mark IV reintroduction. They were severely delayed, I think, due to parts supply issues. So these are back in stock, ready to ship. Check out our website for prices. These are used. Some people have used them in place of any mixer on their cart. It's that powerful. So definitely check out Metric Halo.
I know a couple of people that have done that and also used them as remote amplifiers and interfaces. All right, so something we're really excited to tell you about. We can't tell you about, so I'm going to mouth it behind the microphone so you can imagine what I'm saying. Anyway, so stay tuned for more September 4th. This will be a short sale that's only going to last until September 10th, but we will announce it on the 4th.
And that brings us to the end. That is a wrap on August 2023. Thanks a lot for watching. If you like this video, please click the subscribe button. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and X. I hate saying that. For all the latest information. The X part I hate. If you have ideas or questions, please email them to us at info@gothamsound.com. We really do listen. We really will put them together. And thank you for watching. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, TK. Thank you, Joe, for putting this together. And we will see you soon.